I'm CDR Ninja. I'm joined by Mechanical, as usual. How are you doing this evening, Colin? I was just about to call you Canada.
Well, I'm not Canada because there's no French in me. I'm fine, mate. Not too bad at all.
Good to hear, good to hear.
So there's no volume, because we definitely don't want accidental volume on the iPad.
Nope, not at all. I'm feeling quite good about watching Canada.
I feel good about watching it. I'm not feeling so good about racing it on Sunday.
No. Neither am I, do not worry.
Now, I was having a nosy at the TT times earlier, and although I'm amongst my friends, I'm kind of, you know, I'm at the top end of the tier 3 guys.
Yeah.
That, you know, I can't match that time I've set in. You know, it was a one-off. It was a complete fluke.
Yeah.
So I invalidate way more than I set laps on that place. Like, it's so easy to invalidate.
Oh, don't even start. Canada is a nightmare for invalidations.
The exit at the Wall of Champions, or the downhill chicane at 3 and 4. The exit of, I think it's 6 or 6 and 7, whichever it is. Again,
we've been given the ready up.
8 and 9 and everything. There's so many places to invalidate on this circuit. It's unreal. I got a really weird one earlier. I was going down the straight, and you know where the barrier comes out, like it stops where the marshals would be, and then it comes out again. It sticks out a little further. I actually hit that and got launched across the track.
Oh, right. Aiden's just popped a comment in. He said, racing with no practice at all. Well, I feel you there.
Absolutely good luck on that one, honestly.
I feel you there. I've had to do that a couple of times.
I'm hoping to get a bit of practice in tomorrow or Sunday, and just kind of wing it and hope for the best on that one, really.
Yeah.
Because it has not been a good run, the little bit of practice I've had so far.
Good evening, Osso. When are the Osso Zone bound to come in?
Well, Osso's on track, so they might be in a little later.
Aiden's just said I've bumped your setup. So he's nicked your setup.
I don't know which one that one was. To be fair, I had a pretty good time on it. I think it was a 9.5 something.
Oh. There we go. Hiya, Nicky. We got a member.
Aiden, that setup's very aggressive. It's a little on the slidey side.
Oh.
Oh, and it's wet.
Oh, we got a wet quali to start. If someone can let me know, let us know.
It's an aggressive setup, Aiden.
What we're
very aggressive.
Going with for weather. By the way, Nikki is Clay's wife.
Yep, we had
very
this
wet.
discussion on
Monday.
Monday.
We're in for a wet one. We're in for a wet quali. Yep.
So yeah, we had this conversation Monday because she popped into the comments, and at the time I wasn't sure
Thank you, Cameron.
His partner, his wife, his relative, or what it was, and he confirmed that it was his wife. So I know now.
Aha.
So everyone is are set on Inter, so it's wet, but it's not soaking wet. So that's
Cameron's just been kicked. So if you could send him a invite for me, please, Carl.
I'll jump on that.
Cheers, Nick. Yeah, Nicky is a member of the Osso Zone.
Yep, I've noticed.
Oh.
And that is an invite out to Cameron.
Thank you very much. So, with it being wet, we're in for quite...
the weather.
We're on a quite weird one, because we have not had a wet quali for a while.
No, not a full wet quali anyway.
Everything is going to be rather mixed up.
Oh, that must have been ruled off.
So...
Sorry, I'm half watching the football as well as I'm watching.
Yeah, not a problem.
It's alright.
Is it bad?
Looks like it was offside, so
is it bad that I won't be cheering on my husband? That is from Nikki. No. You support who you want to support. You do what you want.
It's Clay. I don't think anyone supports Clay.
Oh, Jesus, Carl. Let's not hope to crash. Yeah. Be very, very careful in the wet.
The only support Clay has is his legs.
Oh, Matthias struggling through T2.
Matthias, actually. But since you're on with Matthias, I'll jump on with Sociopath, who's just come across the line as well.
Yeah, not a problem.
Right behind him.
Oh, the famous Jacques Villeneuve circuit. Huntsman's just retired already. Oh.
That doesn't appear to be on track either, so that must have been in the pits. Not unless... Was there a quali ban we weren't aware of?
That's what I'm just about to check.
I was just going to jump on it and check that myself, but since you're going to do it...
I'm already on it. Tier 2 incidents. So... No.
That's strange then.
No. As Matthias crosses the line with a 120 flat to kick us all off. Let's go on with Aidan Gray, who's looking a little bit squirrely.
Sociopath with a 21 flat.
Kieran, that is exactly what Huntsman did. Kieran just said, look, Huntsman looked at the weather and went, nah, bro. Oh, Aidan spun it. Turn 2.
You can't honestly blame him, though. It is quite
yeah, no.
Oh, yep. I see what you mean about Aidan spinning.
Oh, he's just got in the way of Schnitzy, I believe. But let's check out...
a purple sector 1, I think that was.
Oh, Jado's done the exact same as Aidan.
So, Cameron says EA servers are slow for him, so we may not have Cameron. Yep, and I saw that as well, Jadoy.
Matey Boy is pulled off track.
Kieran says early exit from quali for him here, he thinks.
Oh, Matey Boy spun at the hairpin. Let's see how the Hound is. Let's see how the Hound is doing.
We've got a few people absent tonight, and there's people filling in for him, haven't we?
Yeah. Hound being a reserve from Tier 3, joining us in Tier 2.
Yeah.
For the first time in a while.
Also, and Reggie as well.
Yeah. A lot of Tier 3 drivers. A Sociopath comes in with a 119.891.
I said to you, purple sector 1, I was still on board with him.
Go on, Steve.
I didn't see because I was reading out comments. So, it looks like we may not get anything from Cameron here as well, because he was saying it's his servers are slow, so...
And it is a 123.1 for Steve. Let's check in on Aidan. Let's see how he's doing now. Oh, that was close to an invalidation into 3 and 4.
Oh, Jado is into the 40s on a non-invalidated lap. I think this is where he spanned from earlier.
Oh, he invalidated.
Invalidated on the last corner.
Oh, Aidan invalidated at, I believe it's 7 and 8. Another little chicane going into sector 2.
Yeah.
Oh, Scotty 5097's fighting the car.
A bit of a wobble there from Scott. I was on board with him as he did it.
Supporting the yellow, the gold, black, white and green helmet. Supporting the CDR colours.
Yep.
And into the hairpin we go.
Bit of a wobble out of it as well by the looks of it.
Yeah.
It's a very slight wobble.
Looked a little slow out of it.
That hairpin, you've kind of got two choices. I was saying this to Kieran earlier. You either go deep and then go wide on the exit, but you have to watch out for that curve on your left side.
Yeah.
If you pick up speed again, or you brake
and it's a
early.
128.
Yeah, you brake early and then go for the better exit, but obviously then you compromise time going in for time coming out. So it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other with it. You either go in slow and come out fast, or you go in fast and come out slow. You really can't get anything in between.
Yeah. So, here we go. Lap of Canada with the almighty Osso Bosso.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to sit on with Kieran then. He's just going through turn 3 and 4 now. That was close to an invalidation at 4 there. Now, I'm sure he won't be doing it in the wet quali, but he was saying to me during his TT he was carrying up between 120 and 130 mile an hour through the wall at Champion Chicane. I couldn't even manage to carry 110 through that chicane, and mine 120 to 130 through there. I don't know how he was doing it.
As we come up to the almighty hairpin with Osso.
He's just done fastest lap as well, 19.6. Yeah, he definitely didn't carry that kind of speed this time. He was down to about 80 mile an hour through there, and I don't blame him.
Same with Osso. There's G-Joy, 2/10 clear of Eden.
Sociopath putting soft tyres on.
Also with a 120.9. Did I just hear Sociopath's putting soft tyres on?
He's still in the pit, but Sociopath
there we go. There we go, he's just swapped off.
Back into now. Yeah, that was a bit confusing there.
Yeah, 120.9 for Osso. What's on then?
Not bad.
From Mr. Major.
Oh.
Kieran's backwards.
Yep, I'm going to say Kieran's just had a bit of a spin and going backwards.
Reversing on track. Oh,
yeah,
he's got it. Oh,
bam.
Oh.
Oh, you want to be careful how much you're ramming that rear wing.
Oh.
He's lost
9th place, come on, Hound.
How has he not damaged that rear wing? That's about 3 times he's rammed that wall now.
I do not know. That wing should be coming off.
Should be.
As I'm on board with Armin, who's just coming to 3 and 4. How did Neo not invalidate that?
No idea.
As Armin, purple sector 1.
Without a doubt, every time I take that chicane like that, I invalidate.
Yeah.
So Sociopath put on soft tyres again in the pits.
I think he's debating whether to go on them or not.
Joseph's done it too.
Oh, Armin, 6/10 up, purple sector 2.
Are we going to be drying out before the end of the session?
I mean, the rain has stopped.
On the way in.
The rain has kind of stopped, so we might have a little bit of soft tyre trickery going on.
He did get rear wing damage.
Righty ho.
Damage, but he did get rear wing damage.
Yeah. As Matthias, no, not Matthias, Armin. Oh, Armin invalidated world champions.
So,
and also is
Sure
invalidated.
who Mr. Major is, but he was apparently happy with Hound's P9, which is now down to P13.
Oh, Ronan's just hit the wall, coming out the wall, coming out the hairpin.
Well, we try, don't we?
Oh yeah, we definitely try. We always like to have a bit of fun.
So there is cars out on soft tyres.
You take one, I take the other.
And Sociopath's out. I'll take Socio since
I'll take Joseph.
And I do believe Reggie's gone on to soft as well. Wow, that was a bit of a weave from Matthias in front of Sociopath then.
These softs do seem to be holding on a little bit.
I just don't think the line looks dry enough for softs yet.
Well, we'll find out with these who are on soft.
I mean, there is sort of
a dry-ish line.
Yeah, but it's still mostly wet as DRS
has been enabled.
So it would suggest that it is dry enough for
the soft tyre.
The soft tyres.
With 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge advantage to Sociopath because he, just as it's a DRS enabled, he just entered the DRS zone on the long straight.
Nice one.
So he's
we'll just call the straight sector 3 because that is what it is.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just the entire straight. It's the hairpin, the straight, and the Wall of Champions. That's your literal sector 3.
Yeah.
A little bit hesitant there as well.
Yeah, Joseph's a little bit hesitant on his soft tyres. Yeah, that line does not look dry enough at all. As I'm just on board with Joseph.
That's what I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm on board with Sociopath, and it's drier, but it's not dry.
Yeah.
Which is why I think these guys are still struggling. But we'll see what we're looking for Sector 2. So that's purple for Sector 2 there for a 47.8. He's 13 thousandths faster than his previous time, so that's really... There's not a lot of difference right now between the inters and the softs by the looks of it.
No.
But in the
as Joseph is struggling. Yeah, Joseph's 8/10 down on the soft tyre. Let's check how Reggie's doing with the soft. Yeah, Reggie's struggling too.
As Sociopath found 6/10 and gone fastest.
Nice one.
He literally found all of that on the straight in Sector 3. Because
Osso's just said
he was 13 thousandths up, so
Osso's just said lots of pressure there, Felt Ninja. Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
You enjoy it, don't act like you don't.
Ooh, Reggie's flying through the Wall of Champions as he does a 17.8. Whew.
Nice.
As Scotty 15 still on the inters, but I'll see how much he is up, if he is up.
Sociopath now up 7/10 in Sector 2.
Scotty's 3/10 down, going into the hairpin, going into Sector 3. With 3 minutes left on the clock, it is all down to play for.
Yeah.
And Kieran's just on the cusp of going out.
1.3 seconds faster there from Sociopath for 17.9 as he invalidates turn 1.
As the Hound has now got soft tyres on. Will he make it out of Q1?
Well, Hound and Osso need to make it out. Mayspin's still not set a lap
as
yet.
Kami sets a 16.4.
So I'm going to start with Mayspin because
I'm going to chill with Hound.
Well, Mayspin hasn't actually set a time yet, and he's just about to come out in traffic as well on people on outlaps.
Oh.
And it looks like they've all stayed out of his way. I think it was, yeah, it was an Alpine coming out of the pits, and there was a McLaren as well. I think was
somehow I got in and got a lap in from Cameron, who is sitting at P7 at the minute.
Yeah.
As Aidan Gray sets a 15.8.
Yeah, this line is drying up now. I mean, it's still not a distinct difference,
but it is drying out.
Track, but it is drying up, yeah.
As the Hound is 3.1 seconds up.
As Aiden's gone fastest with a 15.8.
Come on, catch up. I said that about 5 minutes ago.
Hammy 14.8.
Now we're starting to get into proper Canada times. May have been a 15-7.
15-7. I was on board with him anyway. Yeah, it must have been Armand moved up. I thought it was Aiden. Jack Slater's just dropped in P5 there with a 17.
Hound's popped in with a P4.
16-3, yeah.
Whew.
Very slightly faster than Armand.
As Kieran's now on a lap. Just grazing the wall at 3 and 4, and I believe it is Clay just behind him.
So Cameron's in trouble now because he's in P14 and he's on inters, and he's on an outlap apparently with 30 seconds to go.
Oh.
Scotty's about to start a lap, and he's now on the ride on.
We got a little battle between Clay and Kieran, the battle of the admins for Tier 2. Who's going to be quicker? Yeah, see, you can clearly see the different lines that people are taking in the hairpin. Kieran took the wider one, whereas Clay took the more
but he still went
tighter
out
one.
Wide on the exit.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, you can come in quite narrow and go wide on the exit.
As Clay just obliterated Wall of Champions and sets a 14-7, whereas Kieran invalidated.
Aiden says the setup's brill. Even though he's now down in P13.
Scott's got Reggie right up his backside. I did want to say the other word, but I didn't want people shouting at me. A Scott invalidates at the Wall of Champions.
That's it for Scott then. That's unlucky, so Scotty is definitely out. Cameron's out, Kieran's out, Osso's out, and Huntsman's out.
Oh, that is a very big shame to Kieran and Scott.
Going really deep into the hairpin. I've just jumped on board with Sociopath as he comes back on track at the hairpin because he was so deep he was on the run-off. I think he's in low fuel mode.
He is. So I guess we're just waiting for Sociopath to get up to the line. So that is our bottom 5. Scotty 15, Cameron Porter, Kieran, Osso Bosso, and Warrior Huntsman.
Yeah. And Tim's just come in to find out Osso's out of Q1.
There we go.
And also said he hates this track.
Yeah, Osso is in P19.
Yeah, Osso is P19, yeah. It's because he's not representing Williams, that's what it is. He's sandbagging it. My time was slower as I had to set time with 2 minutes to go and I had no fuel. That makes sense. I think I've changed the setup since then. I might have to steal it back off him and see what adjustments I've actually made since then. I think I accidentally overwrote that one earlier with something else. Scott said he would have done a 13.160 if he didn't invalidate on the last corner, which would have put him top of the timing board as well. Unfortunately though, he is out.
Luckily I'd already got the picture before I had to get to the screen. So that is our bottom 5. Scotty 15, Cameron Porter,
do that, Aiden.
CDR Kieran, Osso Bosso, and Warrior Huntsman.
Yeah, just drop me a message with the details for it, Aiden, when you get a second, mate. I think I overwrote it earlier on TT by mistake. If I remember right, it's running something like 7-8 wings or something.
There we go, dry quali.
Yay. The guys will be able to really go for it now then, instead of being lagged up by rain. Yeah, no rush, mate. I know you're out on track, so...
So, who is going to be the first one? We have got the McLaren of J-Doy.
We'll take that J-Doy out first.
Ooh. Tell you what, I'm starting to get into the feels for the new season. With Haas revealing their car today.
Which literally looks the same as the old one.
Yeah.
But it shows we're getting close to the start of the actual F1 season, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
So somebody called Marino's dropped in and said, "Bravo, Joseph." So that's somebody who's happy Joseph got it through.
Very nice, very nice.
And Scott says, "First Q3 I've been out of. I think you mean Q1, Scott."
Guess I can spend my time with you boys on comms for a change. Yeah. Come in for a nice little... Grab a cuppa, have a nice little chat. I'm just going to check on with Tier 1 a minute.
So there's quite a mixed array of tyres.
Yeah. They've just got into Q2, and the fastest time by RBW701 is a 1:10.107.
Oh, I think that's just invalidated this and the next lap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it did. It invalidated.
So who is the next one? That is the Williams of Sociopath.
What's your predictions for quality?
Oh.
Don't repeat that. Don't repeat what? What?
Don't repeat that. Huh?
I'm confused.
Kieran?
Anyway, so Scott wants to know what the predictions are for quali. So I think he means who do we think will get through, or
Pole.
who do we think will be say?
That would be pole.
Top three. Well, yes and no. Who do we think is going to be the top for Q2?
Q2. Top three for me.
It depends on tyres.
Looking at tyres right now, I'm gonna go with Aiden Gray, Reggie, and J-Doy. Not in that order, but I'm gonna go with them three specifically. As we come down Sector 3 now with Sociopath, as me and Colin have been talking, into the Wall of Champions, carrying 102 miles an hour, mind.
That's not bad.
And it's a 111.3.
Nice. And that's
Snitzy comes in one at 110.6. Reggie comes in with 111.294. As Joseph comes in with an 11.50. Let's check on our good old Eden. Jack Slater an 11.6. Armin an 11 flat. Matthias an 11 flat.
How did he just get away with that?
Who's that?
Just as Aiden come through, I think it was 6 and 7.
Yeah.
He cooked quite a lot of 6. I'm surprised it didn't invalidate. Oh, that
like that.
On the exit of, I think that's 9 there. Is that 8 and 9?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I need to double check these corner numbers because I'm getting confused now.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do the same. Ah.
So it gets a little on the confusing side.
Yeah.
So 3 and 4 we were right on. Yeah, 6 and 7 I was right on. So it was 6 where I thought he'd cut too much of.
Oh, Matey Boy's just hit the wall coming out of the hairpin.
It was 9 that he'd coming out of the hairpin.
Yeah. Carrying too much speed out of.
Yeah, too much throttle and tail come round on him.
Yeah. Hopefully that does knock a little bit off his time, and it's a 1:11.2.
11 and 12 are on the straight, and then 13 and 14 is the Wall of Champions. J-Doy's
still invalidated.
This is, unfortunately, this is a track where you've just got to get really lucky and not invalidate while you're trying to hammer out a lap.
Yeah.
It's so easy to invalidate on. So I'm just going to jump on board with Clay.
That's who I'm with. Why's Ham not come out yet?
So Scott says, shout out to Ham for the setup. Finally found, when I saw his wings and geometry, I was thinking it's very unorthodox, but it works.
Nice one.
He's finally found some pace around here. Yeah, because I know Scott was in TT a little earlier on when I was. We were in a party having a bit of a chat, and he was struggling for pace. He was finding that he was about a tenth or so off of my time.
Oh.
So, and usually he is faster than me. So it was quite unusual. This is.
You've got to start being careful now, Carl.
Why?
Ah, birdies are talking, ain't they?
Best my TT. Do you mean you went faster than me? Yeah. See, that I'm not surprised. I fully expect you would, Scott.
As Clay set to 19.908 in the first sector, going into 3 and 4. Oh, we've got a sideways Alpine.
I didn't see who it was. Maybe Matthias.
No, Matthias is in the pit, so that would be Ronansaurus.
Ronansaurus, yeah.
42-1 in the second sector.
That's turn 11.
And then this is 12.
This little kink here is 12. Which are barely even turns at all.
Oh, that was clean. Anyway. From Clay, and it's a 111 flat.
Not bad. Good enough P3, and that is the best time.
As
so
I'm now with,
mediums.
I'm now with the Hound.
If you look at all three of those medium runners in the top 5, they are split by about just over 3/4 of a tenth.
So basically, what you're saying, like me, Aiden, and Teddy Henke at Portugal.
Yeah.
I'll never ever forget that. As Nicky says, also what happened?
P19 happened.
Yeah. And it's a 111 flat. Ooh! Ham's found some pace.
Yeah, but remember he is on the softs as well, so you fully expect him to be 3 to 5 tenths faster than he would be on, say, the mediums like the 3 drivers.
Yeah. But it's Hound.
I'm not suggesting that at all. But Cammy goes fastest with the 10.
That's it, Cammy. Me being a Mercedes driver.
And Armand's just jumped up the board a little bit as well with a 10.813 and invalidates at turn 3. That was an enormous corner cut.
As Aiden's just coming up to 3 and 4. And I'm just going to check if Jado's learnt his lesson. He has.
No, of course he hasn't learned. We don't do learning.
That's better from J-Doy. Going at the Wall of Champions, and it's a 199.
Nice. Oh, invalidated again at turn 9 there from Aiden. And he hasn't got fuel on for another run, I don't think, because his fuel light's flashing away. So jump on board the maze spin, who's done a 21-3 first sector, and he's coming through 8 and 9 now. He's a little more cautious through there than Aiden was.
I'm on board with maze spin 2.
45.7 for sector 2.
Oh, Joseph's got soft tyres on and he's coming down the straight in sector 3 towards the Wall of Champions. Does he invalidate? No, he doesn't. Oh, I love Canada. I love commentating for Canada.
It's just who's going to hit the Wall of Champions
first.
As Mayspin's come in. Must not be happy with his time there. Although in fairness, by the time he hit the pit lane, he was on a 13, so...
And... Reggie sneaked up to P2.
You did say J-Doy, Reggie and Aiden, so we're just waiting for Aiden to come out and join the top 3.
So come on then. Come on, Aiden.
I'm still trying to figure out what it was you were saying I've got to be careful of, because Aiden was commenting and I completely missed what you said.
I don't know.
We were talking about my TT time being faster than Scott's until he actually went and beat it. He said so in the...
right, yeah. Yeah. I'm not saying anything. As also says, yes I did. I'm sorry, Nikki. Not here to mess around. Sunday's my real time to shine.
Cammy says, feeling really sloppy, still got some time to gain. Scott says, Cammy, you're representing Merc, mate, don't count on me.
Not only that, you're representing Merc in the constructors as well. So, come on, boys.
Is that the Merc that's still at the bottom of the table?
Me and you are gonna fall out, sunshine!
To be fair, mate, we Williams dropped a place or two last week as well. Don't worry.
Yeah, well we can only rise. We can't fall.
That's true. Yeah, we didn't do too great for points last week, did Williams? We had a bit of a disaster.
Oh.
Well, tier 1, they didn't turn up. There was a reserve, so we got a few points.
Oh, Ronan just cut 3 and 4 mightily.
Yeah, in tier 2 there was a bit of an incident involving a sociopath which DNF'd him, and I think Jack Slater scored a few points. So it was entirely down to me and Osso on Sunday to score any significant points, unfortunately. So but we did alright with me and Osso. I think it was a P3 and a P5.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah,
As Aiden Gray sets a 19.5 in the first sector.
Sociopath's just crossing the line, but that's really slow. That was an 18. So hopefully he's going to go for another lap, because he is not safe there. He is the slowest out of those that have set times.
Scott just said, just finished 5th.
For 8 and 9.
And into the hip in 41.4 in the second sector. Purple. Purple sector 2 for Eden.
Yeah. What Scott actually said there wasn't finish 5th, it was finish minus 5th. Because Cammy's got a 5 plays grid penalty, so if he finishes minus 5th, he'll still finish in 0.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you know.
And it's a 10 flat for Eden, and so far my predictions are correct. So far.
That's not bad. Bearing in mind, that setup he's running, if he hasn't changed anything, is the setup that I built from the ground up, and then accidentally overwrote like a dingbat. So, clearly he's got some pace.
As Hound is now in the drop zone.
So is Clay though.
Oh.
And Mason still hasn't set a time yet.
Saying that
he did say
he
11-1, but he'd invalidated, I think. And 11-1 still wouldn't have been safe though. I mean,
no.
Sociopath's a 10-9 and he's not safe. Jack Slater's barely safe. Cammy's were just retired.
Hound is 2/10 up.
Ninja's predictions was J-Doy, Aiden Gray and Reggie to be in the top 3 by the end of the session.
Yeah.
It's right, J-Doy was asking what your prediction was.
Damn you, Matthias!
Matthias has ruined it all.
How dare you!
To be fair,
And
Reggie
Ham sets a 10-6.
And Clay snuck in there with a 10-4-2-5.
So now we are waiting for Sociopath, Mayspin, Jack Slater, Armin and Matey Boy. As Sociopath's out.
Sociopath has improved but is out. Why is he... Oh, he actually retired from the session.
Yes, on track.
On track. That's what I was going to say. I'm sure you're not supposed to retire on track, even though the flag had dropped just after he crossed the line. That was a little bit naughty.
As Mayspin's just coming up to 8 and 9.
And he is not improved yet.
He's 2/10 up.
Though, he is now at the end of Sector 2. That was his Sector 1 time I saw.
Oh, hands out! So you need a 10.5 or better to get into Q3. That was a massive cut!
You can get away with it there, you really can. It's the other side you can't.
And it's a 10.4.
10.4, he does just enough by about a tenth. That's really, really close. I mean, the 9.9 of J-Doy and then the 10 flat of Aiden's quite close. And then you've got kind of 10.1 from Matthias, and then you've got 3 people in the 10.4s, 3 and 4, sorry, in the 10.5s that were safe. And Rhinosaurus is in 11th with a 10.5, and he was 19,000th off of being safe.
Oh,
that is crazy close. So just to confirm then, we are losing Rhinosaurus, Elite Hound, Matey Boy, Jack Slater, and Sociopath. So,
by the way, I am sorry. I am sorry for whoever's eardrums I did burst.
Eardrums?
Yeah, when I was shouting about Matthias.
Oh, it's okay. I just tune you out when you do that. I treat you like a woman. Just selective hearing on that.
There's no need for that.
I'm a man, I have selective hearing when it comes to my wife. I treated you the same way I do with her when she gets rather loud. Tune you out.
There's no need.
You know I'm having fun with you.
No. No.
Hey, at least I'm leaving the Welsh jokes alone. Take it and run with it, or there will be Welsh jokes. Don't mess with me.
And like I said, me and you are gonna fall out sunshine. As Joseph is getting ready to come out.
Love it, really. And that is Joseph.
Oh yeah, it gives me something to do and to talk about. Who is the first car? It is Aiden.
And close edge, deafen me down.
Sorry, Chloe. Sorry, Chloe.
Someone was listening to you, 'cause I weren't.
Sorry, Chloe.
It's all Matthias' fault, blame him.
Yeah, yeah.
Going too fast.
Yeah, as Eden's already invalidated going into 3 and 4.
To be fair, it is an outlap, so it doesn't
surprise
anyone.
But, come on.
I've just said, sorry, I might need to employ selective hearing when it comes to you too. Most people do, to be fair.
Oh, no, I think it's more your wife than more than anything.
Really, really close to the wall there from Aiden as well on the exit of the hairpin. So, who have you got for your top 3 then?
Top 3.
Really fast movers out there today.
Aiden, Cammy, and Matthias.
Ooh. Any particular order?
No. As Kieran says, go J-Doy.
I was just gonna say, I think I've got J-Doy on this one, you know, for pole.
Oh,
judging by pace throughout the first 2 qualifying sessions, I think it could be, you know, I think this could be J-Doy's.
Well, we'll find
Unless,
out.
of course, somebody does a me at Imola and just pulls out a lap just out of nowhere that surprises everyone. But if it is going to be anyone to do that,
it's Cammy. So remember him at Portugal?
No, because Cammy's been really fast recently in terms of setting quali laps, like doing a George Russell. It's hard to call because they're all very fast.
Oh, that was close from Aiden to the wall again.
Yeah, it's same place as well, if you noticed.
As we go down to Sector 3 in the World of Champions. on the grass on the exit as well.
It
And
was-
it's a 1:09.8.
9.8, which is faster than
J-Doi.
the best time from
What? Q2, 1:09.9.
Q2. Yeah.
But now,
So-
because of the wet in Q1, people may have soft tyres to just thrash.
Exactly. Because of the wet qualifying.
As
Although
J-Doi.
a lot of them did come
Wait!
out on the
What? Are you watching the stream?
Yes.
Watch J-Doi's line going.
Yep, I saw that 3-9. How was that not invalidated exactly? So far off track that the curb, he was on the left of the curb instead of the right of the curb.
Oh!
How was that not invalidated? How was... and he goes P3 with it as well.
Oh, I can't with this game anymore.
I don't even understand that.
Oh.
That was a massive corner and he spins out at turn 2. I've just seen it on the stream.
Oh! Oh! Hopefully that
I'm
didn't
not
put
entirely sure how that
a...
worked. I think Aiden was not on a lap anyway.
Oh, he was.
Oh, was he?
I don't, oh. I can't anymore.
He was invalidated. Here you go. He's invalidated again. Don't worry. That was turn 6 that time.
Oh, Kami, 2 tenths up as we go into 3 and 4.
I fully expect J-Doi to beat that time without abusing track limits.
Oh.
Because if he doesn't, that was rude. On so many levels. He was really slow through the wall of champions there from Clay. I know it's his out lap, but that's kind of the time where you want to wind up for your lap.
Oh. Oh.
I run that curve.
I can't.
See, I run the curve of turn 1, but Clay didn't then.
Oh, Kami's helmet supporting the Mercedes colours. That is beautiful. So, as we go into the Wall of Champions with Kami now. Nope, he's going into the pits.
He's going into the pits instead.
So, we'll go on with Clay.
Just coming through 9 now.
Oh. What happened there?
There's a couple of times where it just seems like he's backed out of his lap.
Yeah.
Like he just doesn't seem to be at full go. So I don't know whether he's just burning some fuel. Could just be burning fuel. Then again, he is using the RS. Not unless he just turned it on because he was still at about 80%. Oh, that's a lot better, carrying about 110
there we
through
go.
there that time. He was only carrying about like 90 mile an hour through there.
Yeah, that was a fuel burner.
Yeah, that has to have been so.
Right, so we'll go on board.
Through there.
Nah,
That
we'll...
corner, through turn 2, I always go wide like that though.
As J-Doi said, it's a
help that to understeer.
19797.
I did say J-Doi for the pole, but at least maybe he's done that without violating turn 9.
Oh no, I can't. I can't with that.
Sheer and utter violation of turn 9.
That was a violation of turn 9 from Clay.
Yeah, but it actually invalidated him. J-Doi was on the opposite side of the curb.
Oh.
Completely.
Oh man. That was something classical, is the tyre set of purple sector 1.
No, so far, everybody but Armin has set a time.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to look how long we've got left.
We have got around about 4 minutes. 4-5 minutes.
Yeah, 4:43, so we're about 4:30 now.
J-Doi, 1 lap pace from Aiden. From Aiden? From Kieran.
Yeah,
Kieran,
that's
don't
what I
boot me!
He's got that 1 lap pace. Yeah, but it also depends whether it's violating turns or not. Oh, actually, I say violating turns, just not taking them.
Oh, as Matthias comes through the wall of champions, and it is a 192.
So that's Aiden out on another lap then.
Yeah.
And he violates turn 6 and gets invalidated.
Let's see how Reggie's doing as he comes up the wall of champions. 1010 coming through 14.
10-2.
Don't know if I'm more offended by Ninja implying I'm a surprise pole, or Colin implying I'm fast in quali but slow in races. Cheers, lads. No worries, Cam. No worries.
All I was suggesting was that you'd found some pace during qualifying lately. I never suggested you were slow in the race. I mean, if you took it that way, then good, because that was definitely what I implied. But it wasn't what I said.
Aiden's going back into the pit. 3 minutes.
If he's doing that, he wants to get back out.
10. When I went off track, I took foot off throttle from J-Doy. Yeah, but that far off track limits, really?
That far off track, and you still set a time that was good enough for P3, which is still now good enough for P4. Because he was ahead of Mayspin, and Mayspin's not improved. I mean, in fairness, he did find another 3/10, but...
Nah, lads.
And that's Snitsy in the pit, so that's
I'm watching Matthias.
He won't get back out now. If Aiden wants to get back out for another lap and try for pole, he needs to do it rapidly.
Yeah.
Reg is invalidated. Matthias is on a lap, but slightly down in sector 1 and just ending sector 2, and he's half a second down, so that's not going to be an improvement then. Clay's just started a lap, and Joseph's at sector 2 invalidated, so I'll stay on with Clay for now. If it did, I didn't see it, Scott. Scott says, did it say I disconnected? I didn't say anything, did you?
No.
No? No, because normally if you disconnect it, say you left the session, I didn't see anything.
No.
I wasn't specifically looking for it, but I didn't see it either, so...
As Armand's just coming up to 9. Now, can I just say we're at 70 comments already?
Are we?
Yeah.
We're doing well.
As Armand goes into the pit.
To the server, but I'm still in. I don't know then, Scott. I mean, I've not personally seen anything, and neither has Dan, so it looks like you're still here. Just wait and see what happens when the race starts. That's all I can suggest with that, because the problem is if you leave, because it's telling you you're not connected to it, then you may find that you can't get back in, or it'll bug the lobby out. But if you're still showing us in, then I'd just leave it. Godsend mode activated by Clay. So Armand's out, Matthias is
I'm watching Cammy.
So I'm still on board with Clay. Really? After all the chances that we've had, it's now 1-1.
As Cammy is a 10th up going into 3 and 4.
So Clay comes through with a 10.247. I think that was his previous time though. So Cammy has improved by just over a
4 tenths now.
Sector 2 now is 4 tenths, yeah. I was just going to say that was sector 1, but he just... Ooh, that was really close to the wall there. And that was actually a purple sector 2 as well, I didn't spot.
Yeah, and a purple sector 1. So could this be the lap that puts Cammy at pole?
This could be. I did say it'd take a surprise, and you suggested Cammy. Oh, that was nice through there too. Was that a wheel on track? Somebody must have dropped it at the wall.
Like I said, Cammy going into P1 to P3.
So
bring it in, Cammy.
Get up there because he's at 110 already. May spins in the pits. Joseph's at 1 minute 20. So that is our top 10. Cammy has taken pole position.
Whew! Well, that's the way.
Well, somebody had to represent Merck this race, didn't they? Because Scott clearly won.
Oh, that is the one, Cammy.
See, that's what you need. You will link up a lap when you absolutely need it the most.
Right. Whew. What a lap from Cameron. Cammy driver number 1 from Scott.
Yep. Cammy says, okay, maybe I am George Russell. Mr. Saturday.
Ah.
On a Friday. So it looks like we might have a Williams on pole in tier 1.
Ooh.
I just saw a message in the chat there. The lads are just having a bit of a chat, and it looks like we may have one on pole.
So, here we go, Canada. Okay, so everyone's lined up on the grid. We're just waiting for everyone to get their tyre choices sorted.
Just waiting for everyone now, so. Canada has historically been my favourite track, but hated this place. What a time to find pace. Yeah, that's exactly it. Like there's so many people do that though. I know I've done it a few times. Just found some kind of pace when I just didn't think I'd have it around certain tracks.
Oh. So, formation lap time. Seeing the Mercedes and McLaren. 2 stop soft, medium, 8 to 12, 12, 22 to 18. 18, 22. Sorry.
Who you got to win then, and who you got to crash first?
I don't know. I don't know.
I wonder if Aiden adjusted tyre pressures off of that, because if he didn't, they were maxed out, I know that much.
Oh, Jesus.
So yeah, it's saying soft, medium, medium 8, 12, 22, 28, and then soft, medium, soft, hard, medium? What? Stupid thing to say. I mean, I get soft, hard, but why soft, hard, medium? I didn't see what laps it was, but it was a stupid suggestion anyway.
Oh, as Cammy's leading the pack.
So they are starting to get regridded back up now.
Yep. Oh,
I
surprisingly.
think might be a surprise package from the back, you know.
So is also Bosso and Cameron.
Cameron's fast. In fact, to be honest with you, all of the bottom 6 are very fast drivers. Huntsman, Osso, Kieran, Cameron, Scotty and Sociopath. All 6 of them are fast drivers. Like, it was only purely down to the bad luck in the rain, actually, that I think was the reason they all went out.
Yeah. As we've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, and we are away for lap 1 at Canada. Ooh.
Clean
Oh.
so I think that's Sociopath. Oh.
I think that's.
Was it Sociopath or was it Jack Slater? No, it was Sociopath. There was just a little bit of contact with Williams and a couple of other cars.
We're clean coming from the front.
Yeah, it's still looking okay. I'm actually on board with Warrior Huntsman at the minute, who's near the back, so I'm getting to see most of the grid here. As Warrior makes a move on Jack Slater.
As Aiden's looking for a move on J-Dye. And he makes that move stick.
So, Sociopath is already up to P13, Scotty P14, Cameron P15.
Hound P11.
Armand's going backwards, he's just lost 2
Oh,
places.
Hound went in too quickly into the hairpin. Had to go off track.
Why is Scotty's car ghosted just then?
I'm not sure, mate. I'm on board with Hound, and we're going to go 3 wide. Yeah, Scott is lagging a bit for me.
Scott's got a bit of lag and disconnection, I just saw that there. I was on board with Armand. So that might
As
be,
Cammy's almost pulled out a second on Aiden in 1 lap.
Just going to sit on with Aiden for a minute and see how I can reel him in. Joseph's our first penalty, isn't he?
No, Mayspin was.
Oh, Mayspin was. I missed Mayspins, but now Joseph's got one as well. And Cameron's at the back again. And so is Kieran. There must have been some contact with them that we missed. Because they were about P13 and 14, 14, 15. As Hound appears to be going backwards a little bit there.
Oh.
3 places. He's down to P15.
As now there's half a second that splits Aiden and Cammy.
By the time we get to lap 3, Sociopath, as DRS is now enabled, has gone up to P10. Sociopath is on a charge. Bearing in mind, he started.
As Joseph picks up a 3 second. As Cameron's decided, not today.
No, that's not a decided not today. That's binned it out the Wall of Champions.
Oh, is he?
Yep, that is Wall of Champions by the looks of it. His car is stationary just about where it would land if he'd binned it out the Wall of Champions. So I'm guessing that's exactly what he did. Because it says DNF and there is a VSC, which would suggest that the car is on track still. So I think he's lost it out the Wall of Champions. Yep, and he's just said bad night for me.
Ah.
And Nicky did say come on Osso as well a couple of minutes ago that we missed. Unfortunately Osso's not really made any ground as yet, unfortunately. Yeah, so his car was around about here where Aiden and Cammy just came through. Paul Cameron, first he couldn't get in and now he's DNF, as Hound is in the pits.
Ooh.
So that will likely
This VSC is lasting a while. Oh, it's Cammy picks up a drive-through! Oh, Cammy!
Speeding in the VSC.
Oh.
So Hound's having a new nose fitted and a set of medium tyres.
Oh, Cammy!
And obviously DRS is now re-enabled straight away because it was only a VSC and not a full safety car.
Oh, heartbreak!
It looks like Scott's going to have to pull his finger out if anyone wants to represent Mercedes tonight.
Yeah.
After that, unfortunate. But he does have to remember he has only got 3 laps to take it, so he either takes it early and hopes, or he can swing it out for a couple more laps and try and pull a bit of a lead on Aiden, which doesn't seem to be happening right now. No, he's gone straight in for it. As J-Doy now puts up 3 seconds.
Oh.
So let's just see where he's come back. He's going to come out really far down the order now.
I'd say he's going to come back.
11. And he's just about coming out.
He's out.
Just starting to pick up speed now, yeah, but he's still technically in. So he'll come out around about there where Jack Slater.
He comes in front of Jack Slater.
That's P15 though. That's unfortunate.
Still 30 laps to go.
There's a lot of way to go yet, yeah.
As J-Doy is right on the back of Aiden.
I know, I'm sitting on with Aiden myself now. A little bit of homework on how this setup's working out for him. I mean, he says it's a brilliant setup, so...
Oh, we're gonna go... Oh, I thought we were gonna go too wide at the Wall of Champions.
No, we had a warning about that earlier. No, no going too wide into Wall of Champions.
Well, you can. Just be very, very cautious if you do.
Yeah.
Clay's on a charge.
Yeah, so Cameron says he hit the wall and span, which is exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Impact with the Wall of Champions, and that was Goodnight Vienna, unfortunately.
So J-Doy and Aiden are...
Oh, that might have been a track warning there.
At the top are the ones who are closest a minute. No, Matey Boy and Armin, the 2 Haas drivers.
Oh, J-Doy's going to be really, really close. And he's got more ERS than Aiden as well. It's all about the entrance and exit to this hairpin. This could be J-Doy's. He is right on the gearbox of Aiden. And he's going to have DRS now as well.
And he's already on his ERS.
Yeah. And this is going to be move done.
Oh!
There it is.
There we go. As Aiden flies into the pits! Jeez!
Speed in the pit lane. That's an early
Jeez!
stop. Soft, medium, medium then.
Or even soft, medium, soft.
Maybe, depends
if you can stretch the mediums.
20 laps out of these. Aiden being boring with George Russell's helmet.
Ah.
I just saw the helmet, it's a George Russell helmet, as he's come out right next to us, so ooh, that almost didn't end well for either driver. As it looks like Osso's just got out of the way. But then, to be fair, Aiden isn't who Osso's fighting, so...
Scott and Jax is having a go. As Aiden just pulls something out. We're going to go 3 wide into the hairpin.
No, Scott's lagging a little bit there, and Aiden backed out of that one. Oh, as he is being pushed into the wall by Jack Slater a little bit there. I don't think there was really any intent there. I think what happened is Jack Slater had understeer. I've had that problem myself where I can't get the car to come round for me.
But is Kieran gonna be able to overtake? No.
No, but he might be able to now because he's very, very close. Although Jack Slater does have the DRS2.
Whilst Kieran doesn't.
And Aidan Gray has pitted again, which means he must have taken some wing damage there. Yep, they're putting a new nose on his car, so that may have just ruined his race. As Clay is chewing a wall on the pit entrance.
Ah, we have got a safety car.
Why. Maybe that's why then. But what? Maybe it's for Clay, but his car is in the wall. What?
Huh?
His is the only car not moving, but are you seeing what his car's doing?
Yeah.
He crashed into the pit entrance wall. What?
He's trying to get out. Ah, there it is.
He's retired from the session. He's classified as in the pits.
Yeah.
I cannot understand what's going on there. So Aidan has put on the hard tyres.
Oh no, it's just come back out on track.
Yeah, but it's still turning to the right. And now it's actually...
It looks like he's going through the pit lane.
What on earth is going on?
There we go. Oh my Jesus. As also now comes out in P4.
Honestly, what is his car doing? Yeah, but Osso hasn't pitted either, so... Osso nor Matey Boy have yet pitted. J-Doy has a lap ago. And Sociopath has for hard, so he might be planning to go to the end.
Oh! I don't know what that was between Schnitzy and J-Doy, but Schnitzy was just riding on J-Doy.
Yeah, he's doing it again. And they both picked up a penalty for it, I think.
Yeah, they have.
Not entirely sure what that was about.
Eh? Right, I'll be back now. I quickly need to go for a pee.
And Schnitzy is in control of his car. It's not like it was AI just shoving him or anything. That was bizarre. Gameful. I bet Cammy was listening to this stream when he got the drive-through pen, and Cammy ticked over at the last second. God, I hate VSCs. I think that's 3 weeks in a row I've picked up pens on the VSC. All you have to remember to do is make sure you've got a little bit of time in hand when it comes to those. It's so easy to go negative, especially when it comes to entrance to corners. So whilst we're under safety car, and we're 2 drivers down now. That's Red Bull and Ferrari going to be struggling for points. Had a second when I started to pick up the pace if I went any slower, brake checked Aidan. But it's Aidan's job to stay far enough behind you for that not to happen. You've got to reduce your speed for Delta, then reduce it. Do remember you have 15 seconds to do so, so, you know, gradually do it. You don't need to rush to do it. Unless, of course, the VSC is ending, in which case you have to be really careful.
I'm back, as safety car's in this lap.
Yep, safety car is in this lap. And it
perfect timing. Ooh.
Yeah, I was just responding to Cammy. He was saying that it's 3 weeks in a row now he's picked up penalties in the VSC. And I was saying about being careful with it and trying to make sure you've got some time in hand.
Yeah.
And he said he had a second when he started to pick up the pace, but if it had gone any slower, he would have brake checked Aidan. To which I said, well, that's Aidan's job to make sure that he doesn't end up the back of you then.
As J-Doy goes into the pits and picks up another 5-second penalty. As Schnitzy is on the back of Matey.
Fairly clean getaway.
As Huntsman now picks up a 3 second. Oh, big shunt off Schnitzy on Matey boy.
No, just keep
Also's right.
Also's dropped a little bit.
Yeah.
As I think that was Reggie off circuit then. Who's picked up 3 seconds for multiple warnings.
As Joseph's just sent one on Reggie. But Reggie has now got the speed out of the hairpin.
Must just have had a better line out of it. Schnitzy was very, very close to the Wall of Champions on the exit there. Very, very close.
This is very... We're not even halfway through yet.
No, we're not. We'll be halfway through around lap 17, 18. About 17 and a half if you want to be exact, but
yeah,
between 17 and 18. As Jack Slater picks up 3 seconds now.
I'm on board with Ronan, who is just on the back of Schnitzy.
Yeah, I'm actually on board with Schnitzy. I'll say Ronan will make it through there. Ooh, Tyson almost made it through as well. He may get a better drive as well. Oh no, he's dropped back a little bit there. Schnitzy's having a look at Ronosaurus. And he's now pitting as well. So that's Sociopath now on hard tyres up to P, well it was going to be 5, but...
As Mayspin just cut turn 14 to the second half of the Wall of Champions.
So that's Reggie ahead of Sociopath now.
As also it sneaked past him. And he picks up a 3 second as Joseph has no front wing.
Oh, he's just got shoved from Kieran as well, as I jumped on board with him then.
Has Kieran lost his front wing at all? No, front wing's intact, and he is now fighting from Aiden.
And he loses that very, very quickly. Bear in mind, Aiden's on the hard tyres as well.
Huh.
Ooh, that rear wheel of Aiden's car just tagged the wall very slightly then.
A Sociopath gets overtaken by a Warrior Huntsman.
Yeah, but Warrior's also on medium, Sociopath's gone for a hard, so he's probably...
Cammy's back up to P6.
Yep.
A lot of penalties going on.
Guys at the front is Matey Boy's the only one who's got to stop.
So we've got
on 5 or 6 laps.
Ronan, Reggie, Cammy, also Schnitzy, Jack Slater and Dradoy all on 3 seconds. Matthias is on 5, Mayspin, Kieran and Joseph are on 6.
Jado has just put the fastest lap in from the back of the grid.
So far we've got 2 Alpines in front. There's not really much happening. Little close battles between Hound and Armin at the minute.
Reggie is right on the back of Matey Boy, actually. Less than 2.5 tenths. Although he does get a slightly worse drive out of turn 6 and 7 there. Oh, he's gaining now because of the DRS, so he's going to get a little bit closer. This could be a move we'll be on for down the straight in sector 3.
Yeah, Armin's lining up. No, couldn't get past Steve.
First I'm going to jump on board with Matthias, who's actually on the back of his teammate and will have DRS. And it looks as though he's just letting him through. Yeah, and then tucked in. So Matey Boy had DRS, that made Reggie's job a little bit harder as Reggie picks up a 3-second penalty. We've got a bit of a DRS train going here, so Mace been starting to catch Sociopath now. He's losing ground on those hard tyres.
Reggie's right on the back of Matey Boy again.
As Aiden's facing the wrong way at turn 1 and 2. He's just lost a couple of places. I don't know what happened there. And he's just damaged his front wing. Hound all over the back of Osso Bosso now. And it looks like he's made that happen. He has. He's got through at turn 8 and 9.
But now also could have the, well, will have the DRS.
Will have DRS for the back straight, so he may have just let him through on that one to get the DRS for the next section. But he needs a much better drive out of there if he wants to stay close enough.
Wait, Osso's got a yellow fuel light.
Yeah, that just means he's running lean.
How can he run lean?
It means, low fuel, so like he's not got enough fuel on board, but it keeps going off again, so he's hovering. He's around about just enough fuel to get him to the end of the race.
Oh, as a Hound.
So he's lean on fuel, not lean on like mixture.
Yeah.
So
As
if we get another safety car, you'll find that he'll probably flick it over to lean whilst the safety car's out to conserve a little fuel.
Yeah. And we've got a... Oh, Warrior's lost it, and he's lost his front wheel! Warrior is out, and that will be a safety car. That
is going to be a safety car, so this is the time then where Osso needs to flick himself into lean and make sure that he conserves enough fuel now to ensure that he'll get to the end of the race.
As Hound picks up a drive-through.
For speeding on the safety car. There's a lot of people who just dived into the pits now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 18 laps to go.
Also being one of them. That's a set of mediums.
Right. Mediums to the end now. I mean, I don't know why any of the front three didn't. I mean, maybe they're thinking, yeah, we can make a stop a little later on. Or Hound for that matter. Why would Hound have not dropped in 14 laps and then a faster pit stop on the safety car conditions? Maybe it was because Osso had gotten ahead of him with the double stack or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so according to that, Matey Boy's just overtaken Kieran.
Huh. And guess what, Colin?
What?
What would you like to talk about?
Nothing, because I was trying to watch the end of the football.
Oh, what on that matter? What is the score?
It's still 1-1. Not that it should be. The amount of chances that's been created, it's ridiculous. But it is now going to extra time.
Oh. As we have had another comment coming through.
That's Sniper's Grace. It's literally.
Ah, is that him? Hi, Random.
Hello. Yes, I'm out here on comms instead of driving this time. Usually when he pops up, I'm on track.
Yeah.
So we're now 3 drivers down, 2 safety cars in, and a VSC.
Oh.
And we're only just over halfway.
Uh-huh.
Aiden says that's a joke.
Aiden, don't text and drive.
You're gonna have to elaborate there, Aiden, because we don't know what the hell you're on about. As Elite Hound has picked up 5 seconds for a collision with Cammy. Surprised to see Mr. Grey down there as he races with TRL. Well, he's not had a good run. He's had a couple of little bumps that's cost him front wings, which is probably what he's saying is a joke. Safety car is in this lap. And the Alpines are dominating tonight.
Yeah.
At a minute. But as I said, both those 2 cars have got to make stops.
Yeah.
The boy behind them is going to have to make a stop as well because he's on soft. So, but Reggie could go to the end. Reggie's in a great position here, as is Cammy. Hound's going to have to stop. As I say that, Reggie's gone in the pits.
Oh.
Scratch that. Reggie's not in a good position anymore.
And we are back racing, and Kieran and Cammy are having a go on one.
Kieran's on much older tyres as well. These are 11 laps old. And then they've got Hounds behind them who's actually on 16 lap old medium, so he'll be coming in soon. Adam says, oh god, that's is in answer to what happened with Aiden.
Yeah.
As it stands, he's going to pick up a couple of points. Maybe another point because he's now ahead of Joseph and hunting down his teammate, who is on hard tyres, so he's going to make that pass very quickly. And he'll have DRS as well because he was behind his teammate.
No, he won't have DRS.
Oh no, because we haven't had it again yet. I was going to say, yeah, he would have had though because he was technically behind his teammate.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting we just had a safety car. I'm so distracted by who's moving where, I'm completely forgetting safety car. It's not even relevant, forget the safety car, we don't need that. Turn it off. Schnitzy's just picked up a 3-second penalty. There's a lot of penalties tonight.
There are.
And I'm betting it's going to be just the same when we race on Sunday as well.
Well.
Oh. That was a little bump on the back of Mayspin from Aiden there, but I think it was because Aiden expected Mayspin to accelerate and he didn't.
Sociopath is right in the middle of Hound and Armin.
Yeah, but Hound's on much older tyres as well. They're the same, but they're older. As Aiden and Osso are having a little crack at each other there. That's Aiden back inside the top 10 now. He was 14th not too long ago, I might add. Oh, off track.
And now he's going to try it on the hairpin as well.
Outside of the hairpin.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's going to force Hound into staying on the narrow line, which isn't the best to get a drive out of that hairpin. Which is why Sociopath managed to take advantage.
But Hound has got more ERS. Oh, Hound just lost his front.
Into the back of Sociopath there. I think he outbraked himself. And that is Almond past Sociopath as well.
Oh.
That was not good.
No.
I was on board when that happened. I don't know if you caught it on the stream.
Oh, I did. I was on board with Hound.
It looked to me like Hound outbraked himself as he as I went to break the Wall of Champions chicane.
Yeah.
So Aiden's now on the back of Sociopath with DRS as well. But of course Sociopath got DRS from Armin in front of him. And you've now got 2 Mercedes inside the top 6.
Yep.
Although
come on,
Scott
boys.
does still appear to have a bit of lag. I say that as his car keeps skipping around on the track. See if I can see it from Kieran's point of view. The look back.
It's calmed down for me a bit.
Yeah, it's calmed down a bit. Just every so often it keeps.
Oh,
Like,
Cammy's going down the inside of Ronan.
Which is now going to put him on the outside and then sort of switch
Down the
back.
inside.
There we go. That's a good move. That is. As Aiden's going the wrong way again, and that's because he's off at turn 1 again. That's twice.
Oh,
he's been off
Ronan and Cammy are touching and banging everywhere.
Is that damage? Doesn't appear to be any damage. It's all going wrong for Aiden tonight. It's okay, if it makes him feel better, he can blame my setup. Schnitzy's out.
And another safety car.
Where's he lost it?
3 and 4.
Chicane at 3 and 4. The safety car should release Hound here. There he goes. Yeah, he dropped it through 3 and 4. Probably got on the curb too much. His car's not there, so Hound's safe. As a lot of people have started pitting, maybe thinking fresh softs to the end.
Yeah.
I can't see why Matey Boy hasn't pitted. I mean, Cammy, Sociopath, Armin, J-Doy, they're fairly safe on their tyres. Kieran Wood, which is just been in the pits. Reggie really isn't. Matey Boy really isn't, because those two need to stop again. I can't see them put in 17 and 15 laps on a set of medium softs around here. There's a bunch of people just stopped for fresh softs. And Jack Slater's coming out on semi-worn mediums. As Aiden Gray is also coming out on lap-old mediums.
Cammy's ready to try and get ahead of Matey Boy.
Well, if you can, you should. As Aiden says, he'll explain after.
Okie dokie.
So obviously, he doesn't feel like it's gone well for him, as he actually, as we speak of the devil, he picks up a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits.
As we're at the 90 comment mark.
In the reports page. Yeah, I'm not too surprised about that. That's not too bad. We didn't do as well as the boys did on the Tier 3 race the other week, but we always like to get around about 100 comments. So
yeah.
Every time I fight, I get put back down. So whatever's been happening to him in turn 1 that we've been missing, then perhaps
has been, yeah.
That he'll be reporting after the race.
Oh, this has been an interesting race.
10 laps to go. Who you got for the podium as Hound picks up a 3-second time penalty?
Podium.
Top 3,
J-Doy, Cammy, and Kieran.
Ooh. Yeah, but look at all those people on soft that could make ground on those medium to hard. I wouldn't have said J-Doy based on the fact that he's on hard tyres and they seem significantly slower around here compared to the two compounds. I'm inclined to say Cammy, Sociopath, and Kieran. I wouldn't go J-Doy because of the hard tyres.
And here we go, we are off again!
They should just about be switching back on, should about be switching on now, 7-8 laps in, but they're not full racing those 7 or 8 laps, so I'm just going to set on with Aiden. Jack Slate is actually disconnected, I hadn't noticed.
Oh.
Which means if he's not here, then he won't score points, which means everybody
whack him an invite.
I don't even know when he left.
Still, whack him an invite.
I'll do it. As I said, I just don't know when he left. I've only just noticed it because I jumped on board with Aiden. Well, invites away. So, as Aiden is trying to make ground on everyone, he's already up a couple of places. As Scott's in the pits.
I just want a Rogue Alpine. I'm on board with J-Doy and there's a Rogue Alpine of Matthias trying to pop down the inside. Outside, sorry.
Well, why the hell not? Fresher tyres. That's Hound with more time penalties as well.
Ah, Steve.
So Scott's now at the back, but he is on the fresh, soft tyres, so he might get a couple of places out of it.
Could do.
Aiden's out there making moves on people again. He's now past Osso.
Kieran's past Armin.
He's got 6 seconds of penalties. Joseph and Mace been ahead of him and got 15 apiece. Who's at least going to pick up a couple more places just based on those two. And Rhinosaurus, he'd have to pass Rhinosaurus and Matthias to make ground on them because he's got 3 seconds more penalties than they do. Kieran's on 12 seconds of penalties, so that prediction of possibly on the podium might have just gone out the window. Matthias and Rhinosaurus switching places. Ooh, as Matthias almost shuts the door on Mace, but he tried to sneak through as well. A little bit of contact there with Aiden and Mace spin. Who's on the grass now. J-Doy and Armin are at it. That was at the Wall of Champions as well.
As Cammy and Matey Boy.
Around the outside.
Oh, a bit of contact.
And
now they have Sociopath and Kieran for company.
Scotty goes fastest lap. Not surprised he's on the freshest tyres and the lowest fuel, so.
Right, with 6 laps to go, who is your driver of the day?
It's really difficult because there's been some really good drives out there. It is difficult.
As we had another comment come
also
through.
Not bad from P19. He's up to 12. To be fair, most of those positions are made up or were retirements.
Yeah.
But he's not had a bad drivers also. Oh, it's really difficult. I'm just looking at the position changes. So,
yeah.
Matey Boy, he is going to have to stop because he's on soft tyres. I don't think he'll get to the end on those. I'd be surprised if he does. He's going to have to really push them to do it. He's up 11 places. Sociopath is up 12 and Kieran's up 14. But Kieran has 12 seconds of penalties as well last time I checked.
Yeah, that's going to knock him down.
None. So, based on that, I would be inclined to say Sociopath.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been quiet, out of trouble, no penalties, and it looks like he's going to pick up a podium. Possibly even a win, because he just needs to stay within 3 seconds of Cammy, and as I said, I think Matey Boy's going to pit anyway.
No. Matey Boy won't pit, not 5 laps to the end.
5 laps to the end. I don't know if he's going to go the 17 on those softs though. It'd be quite good if he does, but I'm just saying I can't see it. But then again, we've been surprised before. Look at last week, Rhinosaurus 30 laps on a set of mediums. What do we know? So
30?
Yes.
Rhinosaurus, was it 30?
Last week.
Yeah.
Mediums, yes. That was why he got the driver of the day vote.
Ignore me, it's been a long week.
It has been a long week. So yeah, I mean, as it stands, based on that, it's close between Sociopath and Matey Boy, because they're both picked up a significant amount of places, and they're both generally kept out of trouble for what
they've had some good battles as well.
Yeah, there has been some good battles, but I would be inclined to say Sociopath at the minute. Unless you've got any other suggestions?
No. And that's how you go side by side into the Wall of Champions from Matey Boy and Cammy.
Yeah, I did see that actually. I was on board with Sociopath when it happened because I was just talking about him. I was on board with him. I mean, as it stands, Cammy's still gonna get P3. Oh, a little bit of a wobble there from Sociopath. Oh, and another wobble.
That's Kieran out!
Yeah, Sociopath had a bit of a wobble in it. It looked like there was contact
with
Kieran.
Oh, a safety car! 3 laps to the end!
Do you stay out or do you pit for tyres and try and go for it?
Stay out!
Oh. The thing is, I'm thinking people like Matey Boy. Matey Boy is on very, very worn soft tyres.
Stay out!
Oh, this is throwing things into the mix now. Because that means now Matthias is going to catch up with Sociopath, who's then going to probably leapfrog Cammy because of that 3-second penalty that he's got.
I know I shouldn't be saying this, right? Chloe, you may shout at me all you want, but let's Michael Massey this bitch.
You know what? It probably will happen. Let's go, Otto, risk it, you can do it. That's what Tim said, and Otto is now P9. As Cammy has stopped for a set of tyres.
Chloe, I am sorry, but I've had to. I had to.
It was an interesting choice from Cammy. So Cammy has actually stopped for a fresh set of tyres. So it's now down to Sociopath, Matthias, and Matey Boy at the top. because Rhinosaurus has penalties,
Oh.
Aiden has penalties in P5, J-Boy has penalties, Armin has penalties, Joseph has, also Cammy, Scott is the only one in the rest of the grid without penalties, apart from the top 3. So, penalties are going to play a massive part in this. So Joseph is effectively screwed at this point, because he's got 18 seconds of penalties. Elite Hound's got 9, and safety car's in this lap, so we will have 3 more laps. Otto's got 9, which isn't going to help him. There's Rhinosaurus, Aiden, Jadoy, Cammy, all on 6, and then Armin and Jack Slater on 3. So, I mean, for me, no question at the minute, it's still Sociopath. You know, I mean, it's very, very close between Sociopath and Matey Boy for me.
Yeah.
But I'm still saying Sociopath.
And we are back racing Sociopath, having a very...
He is having a good look, and to be honest, he's got the better tyres as well. In terms of wear, 16 laps on mediums or softs, which would you rather be on?
Oh, a little bit of a bump off my tyres for Sociopath.
Yeah, I mean, I'd much rather be on the medium.
And Joseph's out!
That's another car gone then. As Aiden Gray picks up another 3-second time penalty. Ooh. So your 2 Mercedes counterparts are
8th and
9th. My Williams teammate is P10 in an AlphaTauri. And then the 2 Williams drivers are P2 and P12. Are we gonna see? We're not gonna see DRS again now.
No. Wait, yes we are. Last lap.
I'd be surprised if we did just for the last lap. Nope, no DRS. Hasn't been enabled. It was 34, 35 of the 2 laps. The safety car came in on 33, start of 34. As Cammy's made a move there by the looks of it, and Scott is going the wrong way. Saying that Jack Slater's disconnected, so he won't be P11 or 12 if Scott catches up with him.
Matey Boy had a very...
Oh, Sociopath's looking at a move. Contact between the 2 of them. And that is completely ruined Sociopath's race now.
And that's Matey Boy, who is effectively going to win the race.
Yep. So I think that may have just thrown away our idea of driver of the day.
So that is Matey Boy for driver of the day. Yep. Up 12 places.
It was close.
17 laps on the softs.
Yeah.
Oh, that was an interesting last lap.
And I was going to say, Aiden was up there as well, but he's dropped all the way down to P6 now with penalties.
Yeah.
Sociopath still manages 3rd.
Hey!
Because he had no penalties, he still gets back on the podium. Even after that contact. See, I didn't think he was going to be on the podium when I said that.
Yeah.
I mean, the game still says Sociopath driver of the day. Yeah, I'll join you in a minute, Aiden. Let me just finish up comms. That's actually thrown a spanner back in the works for me with Sociopath, because I didn't think he was going to finish on the podium after that. There were so many penalties.
We'll have a chat. I think it's that one.
It's going to be one of those 2, but I think we need to have a little bit of a talk about it and weigh up the pros and cons of the way that they're both driven today. So,
you know what? I think I've just sorted it.
What's that?
Sociopath did a 2-stop.
Matey Boy did a 1-stop. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's fair enough. I can see exactly where you're going to go with that.
Yeah.
And neither of them had any penalties.
No.
So, yeah.
By the way,
So
we
in
did
one
surpass
stop,
that 100
17
mark.
I don't know, did we?
Yes.
We are at 106, so we passed it again. So Wrong Tim says nice try. Also had a lot of penalties on my top of my 5 play, so I thought I'd try and get something. Even if I didn't, last penalty would have been 4th or 5th. So that was Cammy, and Jade always says while I was 2nd, then went to last, then back to 5th. Nikki says well done also, or did well also, same thing. Wrong Tim, well done from P19 up to P12 from also.
Oh, so that brings us to a close.
That is the end of that for this week, and we shall be back on Sunday.
Yeah.
On track. And it will be Scott. No, not Scott. Sorry, no, Scott can't make it. It's Dan and Harry, who are both Tier 1 drivers, I think, on comms for Sunday.
Well, we'll see if Scott can. Either way, it'll either be Dan and Harry or Scott and Harry.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know Scott said it's his little one's birthday, so he may not make it, so it's likely to be Dan. But we will be back on track on Sunday anyway.
Yes.
Either way.
I've been CDR Ninja. I've been joined by not the enjoyable Mechanical, because quite frankly he's done my head in this evening. But anyways, we'll see you out on track on Sunday.